Hi, welcome back. Today we'll be talking about SMB Reconnaissance and Enumeration. So this aspect will come in two parts. This is the part one. So let's go into the duties. So what is SMB in particular? SMB is a server message protocol. That is the full meaning. Yeah. And it operates on port 445. We have different ports. We have the HTTPS, we have the SMB itself, we have the HTTP, we have the POP3, FTP, so many protocols with different port numbers. But we'll focus on port 445 today, which deals with it deals with client-server communications. How printers function on the network. You can send file, you can, you want to print a document, just send it from your laptop to the printer. How does it work? It goes through the SMB ports, which is whatever system is listening on this port, we're able to access or send requests. So let's go into the practical demonstration of this. So we'll be using a lab, and that is what we'll be working on. So this is it. We have a target IP address, and this IP address is what we'll be using for the enumeration and for the reconnaissance. So let's go. Now we want to see if this IP address is actually online. What we do is we are going to send a ping request, and let's just do it for 5 times. We'll send a ping request of this to this IP. So you can see the IP address is responding, so the host is up. Basically, we've talked about footprinting, we've talked about reconnaissance, native and passive. The beauty of these things is that as a penetration tester, you have to go through this process in respect to the fact that this process are interwoven. You don't do enumeration and stop at a particular point in time, or you don't do footprinting and stop at a particular point in time. As you keep trying to engage your target, you definitely have to combine both enumeration footprinting to achieve a better result. So what are we going to do next? Now we know that these are host stop. We have to find out what port is open and what port is closed. And how to do that is that we'll use the MMap. MMap is always important. It's a very useful tool we use at this moment. So we do the MMap, then the IP address is going to give us a list of port that is on this IP. So now we can see that we have TCP ports opened. We have a lot of TCP ports. We have the 135, we have the 445, which is our main concern today. That is the SMB port, and is opened. That is great. So let's have a deep dive. So now this port is on. What are we doing next? Let's check protocols. Let's dilate this port that we have in question. Let's dilate it by using the port command. We have a lot of Python scripts that is being embedded on this MMap that is actually very useful. When you check the MMap documentation, you will actually see a lot of this script that is so useful when it comes to enumeration using MMap. This is a script to delete the protocol want to know what's up. This is giving us the result of how this SMB portal is being profiled. They're saying it's using version 1 and it's saying dangerous, but basically what it's saying here is that there was no settings that was made. This is the default setting that comes while setting up this, and it is really, really funny. So, but this is a lab to give you overview of it is. So now we have this information. What are we doing next? We want to know the security level, of these ports that is opened. This is the SMB, right? So we also use this Python script embedded in MMap to know this. Sorry, there is an error, spelling error. You need to be very careful when it comes to spelling, when it comes to donation and a whole lot like that. So as it keeps running, yeah. So what's the security level? We're seeing here that there is actually a guest user. You can come in as a guest without needing to sign in with the password. The authentication level user is a guest. Method of message signing disabled. So there's no message coming in that they're signed in or not. So that is the security level of this particular phone 445 SMB. So we have to go next. Let's get the sensitive data on this port by running this command. There is also on SMB Python encrypted command in Nmap. We do enumeration. Sections. Yeah, so it's up. So what result we have in is saying that we have users logged in. We have Bob that is logged in on this port. Bob is listening. So now, what can we say about Bob that we have here? We don't know if he's a guest user or is the admin or what right does Bob need. So we need to keep deeping. We need to keep diving in. One thing about enumeration is that you don't give up no matter the error you come across, no matter the back back and forth request you might get. Yes, but in this lab we have some predictions already given to us, which we'll be using at this point. But as we keep going, we would use this Python script to keep diving in. We have Bob on the list. So let's add the argument. We have script. SMB. Oh, sorry, we've not actually got found out the sections we will be having. We have already, sorry. Yeah, we have done it. We've done that. We just kind of skipped up at that moment, sorry. So let's keep going. We need to add some arguments to our script to be able to get more information of this our target port. So we do script argument SMB. We were given a username, which is the admin username. So that we have our password. So we go. Now we have more informations. We are logged in. We're connected into this port. We're already in. So we need more. Over time, we will discuss how to perform a dictionary attack in our part 2. Probably you don't have the credentials to, to continue to perform this penetration test. Maybe you are given a black box, but to this moment, we're not given a black box. We're not going to a black box approach. So we want to know the shared file on this IP. So we go with another Python script embedded in MMap. I think there was a mistake. I think there was a mistake. You need to retry that. Sorry. Want to know the shared. Yeah. So let's retry. I don't know. It's taking a lot of time. Probably it's the network or something is wrong. Ooh. Yes. We have our result here. So, well, the shares on these you can see that we have the shares of the files on this spot. We are able to log in, and we are able to know we are able to log in after we've known the port is open, and we're able to know that is on a default settings, which is very wrong. We should have performed some mitigations. So we have the 5 shares. Then what the account? Their guests use this account to do this remote admin anonymous access. So you have information of um there's the information of what's happening on this port through the server side. So we have remote IPC, and the current user has this access, which is the read. We have the read and write access. A user has read access. This, we have the read access to this, read access to this. We have a read and write access. We already know the kind of access we could have to these folders that are on this network. So what are we doing next? We want to enumerate. That's what we did. We enumerated we knew the available shares. So we want to enumerate the target machine now. So sorry, there was an error there. Oh, kept running into errors. Sorry. The scripts are very sensitive. You need to be very careful of what you do at time. So you are running an argument. So you're running an argument which we omitted. You're able to go now. Oh yeah, you're able to go now. So I want to enumerate the target machine to know more about this information we are getting. Every information gotten is very useful. Every information gotten leads us to our destination, and our destination is to be able to know the users, how we can use this information to access the document, the files that are being shared on this network. So as we wait to get result from this, after that we're going to do the group enumeration, the domains. Yes. So we have, a whole lot of information generated here. A whole lot. So I think this is the same result we were given, but we just added with some the pathways. We have this Windows system that's two driver. So we know you have unlimited users that can access this, and you have the current users the read and write privilege. Yes. So what I'm doing now is want to know the domains. There are a whole lot of information we can get. Yes. Yes. This is we have the domain information. So the users are the administrator, Bob, and guest. So then we can confirm that there is a guest user privilege that is on this network. So we already have the information, we can have the information of passwords. What is the length of the password? So if you want to perform a brute force attack, we know that, okay, the minimum length of this password can be this. the as maybe you have informations, maybe through social engineering, you can say, oh, okay, the password you got last month, is it usable today? Is it that password got used to get to expire over time? Are there password policies on this target? We can get all this information. So properties, account lockout, disable. So we have a whole lot of informations here. So let's do for group. We already know that we have administrator, users, and Bob having access to this network that can share files, do a lot on this spot. So let's do for group. Oh, sorry, groups. These are list of groups we have already on this server, on this port, so to say. You have administrator, then Bob. Then these are the configurations, remote access, the groups basically that are being generated or stored on these ports, like the server client connection. If you have a server client connection with using SMP, these are the groups that you can have access to. So I think we've not done the statistics. When you do statistics of this, you'll be able to sorry. So this is the server statistics of that was collected. So we know that we have 39 failed logins. So what we can do is, okay, why are these login failed? What happened? It's permission error. So we already have an additional information of the security informations, additional privilege, so to say, that can be arguably saying was given um, to this particular port. It's open, we have access to it. Now we've gotten so much information about this port. We kept enumerating and enumerating until we kept getting more information, and it's becoming more informative, it's becoming more interesting as a penetration tester. Though this is a lab, might look so easy, there are sometimes when you want to attack a live target, you might basically not find it this easy to go about it. So we have so much information here. We know the sections, the statistics, the chef folders on this. So we already know the users that are that are listed on this server. You can have the guest user, the administrator, and there is Bob. So let's confirm. You see, normal user account password does not expire. So basically, if you are setting a rule when maybe giving recommendation to the handler, you should require that password should expire to bring in admin, let's say to encourage admin in this scenario. The normal user password password is not required. Password does not expire. So as a guest login, password is not required. In a good scenario, why would password not be required? Yeah. So yeah, so let's keep going to save our time. We can list the folders, the share folders. Performing enumeration, Python script, shares. MB name list. So we want to list let's say like a system, you have the download folder, the document folder, a whole lot like that. So let's perform an enumeration to list them for us. It's taking a whole lot of time. Maybe its network is kind of, yes. So we're done. List a whole lot of files, directories, a whole lot of informations, a whole lot. We have the file name, we have time that was curated, we have, we've listed a whole lot. So we can say, we can predict, we can map out to the one that we have access to, the one we don't have access to. We can map out file names and file folders that is being on this network. You see a whole lot of information that we have here. So this is SMB enumeration. This is how we perform SMB enumeration using MMap. And in the part two, we'll continue in the part two, we'll continue on the enumeration process. We have a whole lot of things to cover. We have how to use a SMB map to do a whole lot of enumeration in a SMB. That is why you need to protect your ports at all costs. You filter them from direct access over the maybe remote access, a whole lot of things you need to mitigate. So in the part two, we'll talk about Samba, Reconnaissance. So we still keep going. Yes. So you keep to stay tuned and enjoy the ride. Thank you for watching. Thank you.